and it's important not to forget where we're coming from and where we're standing now.
At some point, you decide to move to the United States. What brings about that change?
Mexican lack of fucking getting a good salary. After high school, I didn't make it to the college that I wanted to go to, so I gave up on that. Then a friend told me, hey, we're gonna go to Gabacho, ¿güey, quieres venir? Let's go. And he would let me go, and if everything's okay, I'll send, and I put the feria for you to come, and then you pay me later. So it was here. I never heard of him for a complete year. Then he called me in the 24th of December of 2006, and he told me, you ready? Le digo, fuck yeah. And he was like, okay, güey, pon tus cosas juntas, yo te aviso, pero dame como un mes. And then I never heard of him, like, until the end of January in 2007. And he was like, okay, tu boleto es el 18 de febrero. And that's when I jumped the border. I flew from Mexico City to Mexicali, and they show us from the rooftop where we need to get on the other side and run it. And we just crossed the border that day. One of my friends, that he passed away recently, and at the first try.
Were you scared?
Fuck yeah, I smoked too. I couldn't fucking, almost will make it because I was so fucking, I wasn't scared, but it was...
Excited?
Then, this adrenaline and seeing people with, the security house where we're staying. Once we show up in Mexicali, they told us to get a taxi from the airport and go to this address, right? So we went like close to the border. We just knocked on the door and asked for Terry. Hey, Terry, hey, ¿qué onda, compa? Pásale, compa, que no sé. And then as soon as we go into the house, we saw people lay down.
How many people?
Probably like 20, 30.
Wow.
They all have been busted, and they're waiting for their turn to.
Oh, men, kids, women?
All over, all kinds. But the ones that really stuck on my mind were the ones they were like, I guess, crossing through the mountains, the desert. They had to walk for a good period. They have like llagas, like all his legs, like you could see like the skin, like alive, like, and that shit got me like on a rush, and I was smoking cigarettes until I knew it was gonna be my turn, and when it was our turn to run.
Where do you run? Like, the house that you're in is next to the border, and you run across?
Yeah, it was one of,
Is it a giant field of mountains?
Well, you can see, like, that's why I think El Paso, it gets me, like, sentimental when I go, because it takes me back. But Mexicali and Calexico, well, if you're in this side, I'm not sure where the house was or how close, but they show us, like, I could see the freeway, the other side, and they told us, sí, esa pinche luz de allá, compa. Ahí tiene que llegar, entonces va a ir por aquí, nos vamos a, they told you, wow, we're gonna get you to this point, from there. So they fucking put like, in the electric poles, like the things to go, like a ladder. Mm-hmm. And then the other side was like, just like a firefighter, shoom, and we will land in a hole, not in the actual, it will go like on a hole, and then you have to make your way out of the hole, and then start running, and you run into like a parking lot of semi trucks, and then you have to cross like a little canal, but wow, the canal has chain link and it has bob wire, and I got my souvenirs from those because I got stuck. I was a little fatter before, so I got stuck on the shit, and my homie Perico, he was like pulling me,
Wow.
and I got the inside of my legs like all fucking bleeding that day. And then the mirror came, so we have to fucking hide on a bush, but those fucking bushes, they have spikes. So and we were like going little by little, and I was because they get on you. So as soon as the coyotes, they used to send their kids to distract the police, the migra. So as soon as they go that way, it was our turn to run. But I smoked too many cigarettes that I almost don't make it. And as soon as we got to the freeway, they told us just to get in the first car that passed by. They're all with it, like, they're all about it. And my friend jumped in one, and I jumped in another one. They took us to a security house.
Wow.
And from there, they pick us up, and they put us on a semi-truck in the back of it, and they cross us to one of the first checkpoints. And then from there, they took us to Indio, and next day I was in LA.
Where do you go once you arrive in Indio?
Damn, that shit brings a lot of fucking...
Bro, wow. That's an incredible story, man.